Have you ever wondered why, 2,000 years after its fall, we're still talking about Rome? It's not just about gladiators and grand monuments. Rome was an empire that never truly slept, and its secrets to power are still shaping our world in ways you might not even realize. Let's uncover the truths behind the eternal power of the Roman Empire. How did a single city on the Tiber River come to rule the known world? A huge part of the answer lies in their revolutionary engineering. When you drive on a paved road, use a modern sewage system, or even live in a city with a planned grid, you're experiencing a Roman idea. Their aqueducts, marvels of engineering, carried fresh water for hundreds of miles, allowing cities to flourish in arid landscapes. These weren't just buildings, they were tools of empire, masterpieces of concrete and stone that connected and sustained a civilization. They literally built the foundations of our modern world. But concrete and roads alone don't build an empire. Rome's political genius was just as formidable. They mastered the art of divide and conquer, turning rival tribes against each other. They also pioneered the concept of citizenship, offering it to conquered peoples as a path to loyalty and integration. This strategy turned enemies into allies and allies into Romans. However, this same political machine was also rife with ambition and treachery. The very strategies that built the empire would eventually tear it apart from the inside, a timeless lesson in power and its corrupting influence. Marching alongside the engineers and politicians were the legendary Roman legions. These weren't just soldiers. They were mobile agents of cultural change. Wherever they went, they brought the Latin language, Roman laws, and their way of life. They built forts that grew into major European cities like London and Paris. Through these legions, Roman culture wasn't just imposed, it was integrated, creating a shared identity that stretched from Britain to the Middle East. They spread civilization at the point of a sword, and the world was never the same. Of course, the story of Rome is also a juicy tale of scandals and betrayals. Behind the marble columns and imperial pronouncements, the palace was a snake pit of ambition. Emperors were poisoned by their wives, senators plotted against their leaders, and trusted guards turned into assassins. The infamous story of Caesar's assassination by his closest friends is just one example. These dramatic power struggles, the secret deals, and the shocking betrayals reveal the human drama that pulsed at the heart of the empire, proving that the greatest threats often come from within. So, why does Rome still matter? Because its legacy is written into the DNA of Western civilization. Our legal systems, our languages, our architecture, and even our ideas about government all have roots in ancient Rome. The rise and fall of this great empire offers us a timeless mirror, reflecting our own ambitions, our innovations, and our fatal flaws. The Empire of Rome may have fallen, but its influence never slept, and it continues to define the world we live in today. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you enjoyed this glimpse into Rome's eternal power, don't forget to like this video, Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell for more stories from history. See you next time.